Hey friends, what's up? Ash here. Welcome back to Gents. Hope you're doing well. Don't know if you heard, but Hugo Boss came out with a new fragrance. Oh wait, I'm like a month and a half late. But yes, they've come out with a new one, Boss Bottled Beyond. In fact, it is so beyond that they redid the whole presentation style. That means it's gotta be the best. Why else would they do that? Right? So today, you and I are gonna hang and we're gonna talk Boss Bottled Beyond. Dang it, too much juice on the throw. We're gonna talk Boss Bottled Beyond and how it ranks in the Boss Bottled hierarchy. Is it the best? Is it not the best? I don't know, we'll talk. I'll have it linked in the description below, so feel free to check it out down there. Let's begin by taking a look at the presentation. I'll get the box. It's fine. It's cardboard. Oh, it does have a dent. Oh. So here we have the front of the box. You can see there the name, size, and concentration. It's an eau de parfum 100 ml size. On either side of the box, you have an outline of the bottle and then the name once again. Up top, you can see this new logo that they have for Boss Bottled Beyond. Two B's making almost an infinity symbol. How fancy. On the back, you can see that this is a refillable bottle. You have the ingredient information and a small QR code as well. Then on the bottom, you have your badge code and barcode. My badge code, 5100. And here we have the bottle, nice gradient that gives it kind of a gray silverish tinge. It's dark up top, clear at the bottom. You can see it says Boss right there on the front. Different design to this one compared to all the other Boss bottled fragrances, as you can see side by side here. So a bunch of differences you can see there. The overall shape really similar, but they've completely redone it. I'm assuming that's just for this one and potential future flankers of this one, but it is possible, I guess, that as new fragrances come out in the line that they use this new bottle style. I guess we'll see. You've got this faux leather wrap around the collar with the Bottled Beyond logo right there on the front as well. You have that same logo on top of the cap, which does not click into place. It slides into place. And then on the bottom, you have your badge code etched into the glass, the Bottled Beyond logo once again. Just really pushing it, man. BBs everywhere. And you know what we have to do? We have to share some sprays. So let's go ahead and do that now. It's okay. And what's that? Another BB on top of the atomizer. How many is that for this? 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottle. 5, 6, 7. Just 3 on the box, unless I'm missing one. 7. Now, as I said, I'll have this one linked in the description below. Feel free to check it out down there. Before we hop into the meat and potatoes of the fragrance, I want to share some meat and potato codes, coupon codes. And some updates. So Gift Express, it is just 10% off now, flat rate. So before we had a 15% off code and they kept devaluing it. So originally it was like 15% off, no minimum order, then 250, then 400, then they came to me and said, we wanna make it 600, which to me felt like almost fishing to make people overspend to get that 15% off. Like 400 was already pushing it in my opinion, but 600 like, ugh. And so I told them, no, I'm not gonna promote that, 15% off 600, like, you know, a month from now, they're gonna go 15 off 800, 15 off 1,000. Like at what point is it just too much, you know? So I said, no thanks, it just kind of grossed me out. You know, the idea of saying, oh, if you want the 15% off, 600. Now, if you're gonna make a massive purchase, sure, but I feel like it just kind of pushes people toward like just, you know, more and more. So it's just the flat 10% now. Just wanted to let you guys know kind of what went on with that. Everything else is as you see on the screen. So if you shop at any of those stores, use those codes, save yourself some money. All right, Bottled Beyond. How does it smell? I guess first off, we should talk the price. $125 for a 50 ml, $155 for a 100 ml. That's what it cost me to pick this one up. And at $155, that puts it maybe like the higher tier for Hugo Boss. But as far as everything else out right now, kind of mid-tier pricing. I mean, it's not elixir prices, right? That would be around $200 for 60 mils. Ugh. So Bottled Beyond opens up bright, zingy, fresh with a big blast of ginger right as soon as you spray it on. It's lively, it's sparkling, really, really appealing off first spray. There's also this kind of minimalistic soapiness that rides underneath that freshness. Just kind of this rolling soft soapiness that you can pick up that really helps push this in that more gentlemanly kind of direction. There's also some fruity sweetness off the top as well, but officially there are no fruits in Boss Bottled Beyond. That is, unless they do what some fragrance companies do and wait a while and then put out like a bigger note breakdown and they go, aha, actually there was. But as of right now when I'm filming this, there is not. But you can pick up a little bit of fruity sweetness off the top. Now, as that fizziness, that ginger starts to settle down and mellow out a little bit, you get a mineral tinged leather that starts to become one of the more prominent notes that you're gonna pick up here. That said, it is a subtle shift. You know, it's not this kind of thing where the ginger drops out and the leather shoots up like this. It just slowly kind of balances out. And it reveals this slightly more mature, grounded core as it settles. The heart of the fragrance leans clean and understated, again, keeping things classy, refined, but also with a fresh edge and really easy to wear. And that fresh leather with the mineral edge, that becomes the primary focus once you head into the mid. You also have that lightly soapy edge, that bit of sweetness from the opening that carries over into the mid. You also get some faint, warm spice that adds a touch of sweetness as well. And if it wasn't already obvious by the opening, by the time you hit the mid, you know what kind of fragrance this is trying to be. It's not trying to shout. It's not trying to walk into a room and just slap everybody in the face. Kind of like that skit where the guy's just slapping all the children. That actually sounds really bad. But if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. It doesn't try to make its entrance that way. It's not going around slapping people in the mouth. It's not aggressively burning all the hairs on the inside of your nose. It's not causing the flesh to melt off of your enemies while you walk by. It's not that kind of fragrance that just screams for attention. Like when you were a kid and you were home again and you just wanted somebody to pay attention to you. You just wanted somebody to tell you you were doing a good job. You know, you've been trying, you get better grades, putting in the work, and it's just like, Mom, look, I got straight A's. Mom, are you proud of me? No. Silence. Yeah, it's not like that. It's elegant, lightly dressed up, perfect for any scenario. Into the base, just kind of an evolution of what the fragrance has already set itself up to be. The leather fades down a little bit, stays clean though, and melts together with a stripped down woodiness. It still has that lightly metallic mineral kind of undertone. That's one of the constants in the fragrance. And the way that it comes across could remind you a little bit of Parfums de Marly Castly. Not in that this smells like Castly, it's not that type of thing, but it does have some similarities with the way the fragrance is approached. And so if you're familiar with that one, when you smell this one, you might go, ah, yeah. Little bits and pieces remind me of that. Which is kind of funny because Boss Bottled Absolute is a little bit similar to Carlisle, also by Parfums de Marly. Though I will say that one, Absolute, is closer to the PDM than this one is to its PDM. And into the dry down, this maintains its refined, unfussy, slightly mature feel. It's the type of fragrance that realistically you could pull off in almost any situation and elevate what you're wearing just a little bit. It's the kind of fragrance that gives you quiet confidence instead of demanding attention. Let's talk performance. Longevity, above average. It sticks on your skin for a good amount of time, though once again, the Hugo Boss Atomizer is okay at best. I mean, it disperses okay and everything. It just feels a little cheap. And I do wish they would step that up just a little bit because the presentation looks really nice. And then you get to the cap and it's kind of a little janky, and the atomizer not great either. But we're getting sidetracked. Longevity, above average. Projection, solid as well, but it is not monstrous. It's not the type of fragrance to fill up a room. It is more subtle confidence. It's year-round appropriate, maybe not like your typical summertime fragrance or your typical wintertime fragrance, but you could pull it off pretty much whenever you want, daytime or evening. It's a quietly impressive release. It's not the type of fragrance that's going to immediately blow a whole bunch of people away. It's more a slow burn. The more you wear it, the more you like it, the more you grow to appreciate how versatile it is, how usable it is, and how it has that nice refined edge to it. But it does not have an opening that can compete with a lot of the scents that have come out here over the past year or two. And that's because a lot of those fragrances are a little heavier on the sweetness, where people just immediately go, oh my God, That's amazing. This one is a little more reserved. So it's not going to have as much of an immediate wow factor for some people out there. Be aware of that. And I'd say for myself personally, I do like bottled Absolute more. I like bottled Elixir more. If you could still find it, I like bottled Pacific more. But this one does earn its place as a well done, clean, versatile, subtly masculine fragrance. The kind of thing, like I said, that gets better the more you reach for it. At 155 bucks, obviously it's gonna be something that you want to sample first. You should really be able to head into just about anywhere that carries fragrances and find it, hopefully try it out. If you're dead set on getting this and you don't have the ability to test it first for some reason, I would wait a little bit. Typically, Boss fragrances do get discounted a decent amount once they finally hit discounters. So if you really, really want it, you could wait a little bit, save yourself some money that way. For me, really solid fragrance, extremely well done, and a good change of pace, bumped up against most of what's coming out nowadays. So there we go, Boss Bottled Beyond. I wanna thank you guys for hanging with me here until the end. Stay safe out there, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys.